guys, I am recording this video for many reasons. I'm following few topics all over the world, and I promised many people that I will do address few things that is helping me restructure myself and how am I using this period to watch specifically what. um the skills I need to improve myself and also educate everybody around me what is happening. So one of the things we are fighting right now, psychological delusional presumption of news. So one of the things I have a spiritual coach. His name is Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, and he says to just not to jump into conclusion and until October 25th to really check in with all the information coming in and then making the decision. This is one of the thing I'm following, and it's helping to take a pause and really understand the point of view and the intention of why it's being said, what is being said. So I'm going to split this topic into three parts. One is spiritual coaching part, material wealth, and then to put it all together in perspective and creating how would I move forward with that. So the spiritual coaching part. This I'm recording from my ashram. I don't know whether you guys can see it. It's a royal monastery. The reason we call it royal monastery is um, I registered today my location here as Raja Vihara. Raja means king, royal. Vihara is monastery. And that's because that is one of the purpose of my birth. And I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm a clairvoyant. My mom, after she died in 1997, revealed to me my purpose is to understand the feelings of longing because the divine being on the other side, consciousness, they come here to learn about emotions because it's very tough not to understand the human perspective. That's why many of the higher beings integrate themselves into our world so they can correct some issue, social issue, by understanding what is the norm. Because it's tough to walk in another person's shoe, and there's really no judgment from the cosmic level. They're coming here to help us. So originally, when I came, my mom revealed to me she was a clairvoyant, I think, but she operated in a different way. That my purpose is to understand longing in me, to heal that, and to heal the longing in others. And I achieved that, and I understood, and I went past that. And then they said once you achieve that level, the second level is to. So in Sanskrit, the word for longing is called tabam, ta, T-H-A. And then the next word when you reach that, I was given access to another portal. It's called dapam. Dapam means heat, passion. So once you finish the longing, you go to the next level, which is dapam in Ayurvedic, also in Siddha medicine and in traditional Chinese medicine, they call it triple warmer, right? Warmer, like it's the passion we generate. It's the pilot in the belly, and then the emotional heat, and then the mental heat. So another way to say it is physical pain, mental pain, emotional pain, right? And that creates the original reason we fight with these is we want to it to be our way. And once you understand, no, don't hold a separate place, them and me or us against others. If you go into that oneness space, then you see we are both saying the same thing except saying it in another way. So when we come across as though uh, we are in conflict, but actually we are the other piece missing. So it's like a puzzle. You gather different people and coming to the same conclusion. So the physical pain, which is the karma, the karma is nothing but thinking, right? So in India, the karma is called Rahu. He's the lunar eclipse, and the dispenser of karma is Ketu. He's the movement. So like with the case who dispenses all our good and bad thinking, and the Rahu, which is the lunar or rather solar eclipse, the shadow graha that gives us good or bad thinking. So ultimately, the purpose is to make us wholesome. So there's really no conflict if you understand the other person is a mirror image of us, and to understand how to work in harmony. So the physical pain uh, is because we bury that emotion inside, and that splits into biomemory and then physical muscle memory. So the biomemory, that's why I work with cannabinoids, because there are five sacred herbs in India. It was designed to heal according to Siddha medicine. The first one is Soma, which is coming from hops, Darba, which is holy Darba grass, and because the tip of it is our vision, and then bigger picture rather, and then barley, bong, which is cannabinoids, and rice. Okay, rice. There is a very specific rice, which is like ceramide containing rice, which is called brown rice. And I don't know the exact name of that rice, but it's not the one we eat. It's a very specific one, grown for its medicinal property, and they use it in the homa, the fires. So the smell heals us. So the biomemory, which is the visual part from the liver, when it comes in, it gives the visual assimilation of our world that got into our memory in a very painful manner. So we need to heal that. And then the muscle memory, which is PTSD, in India they call it 51 sacred spaces in the body. We need to heal that and put us together. And this is all held by a lot of times. Kala Bhairav, they say. Because when we take our first breath, we inspire as a baby. The last is exhalation, expire. And so the time is immaterial. The time is the time we learn that emotion and release it one by one. Okay, so the bio memory, like I said, is visual, and the muscle memory is aroma. So if you're doing CBD, put it around your eye at night, and THC around your nostril, so you can reset both. These are taught in Shastra, science called Panchapakshi Shastra, science of five birds, and it's a personality development to be a best in our behavior. And the that's like a quick wrap up of why I got involved with cannabinoids. And then the third part is about health, wealth, relationship. Only three things we need to remember. Health is stable mood. If we can take a deep breath when somebody is answering and not get activated, we are healthy. And especially now when we are staying together, not much to do, we nitpick on each other. So that's why, take a deep breath and not react. Understand the intention, why they are saying what they are saying. And then the second thing is wealth is flexible time. Wealth means you can do whatever you want. And that's why I feel sometimes this is like a great pause given to all of us so we can get redirected and do the right way. And then relationship that creates stress, when it becomes trust, is the best relationship. So that's what I'm working on. So I'll divulge that further. And then, so of these three, health, like I said, I'm using more cannabinoids to reset the health and mood and behaviors. Like I said, apply CBD around your eyes at night and THC around your nostrils, and we should have a difference. And then the monetary part, because sometimes financial stress is very difficult. Understand why you want the money, why you want the money, and where is it that you need to focus on to get the money. So online with our teachers, we have created a free educational institution because in India they believe education is free. So the space we created online, it's called beblissful.us. You can register and you get free resources and you get a bachelor's degree in spiritual work and you can pursue your dreams. And we are creating our own monetary system and you'll be able to have a very peaceful life if you choose to do so. Materialism is only to create a flexible time for you, if you understand. We teach organic farming and stuff. So if you understand your basic needs will be met with organic farming and eat what you grow in your yard, learn what you need to learn the cosmic law and order, and live a space filled with peaceful breath you can take in each other's presence. Materially, what I'm working on is Bitcoin trading. The why is because I feel making money should be separate from making a living because what you have as passion, you can live it out. For me, I found mental pain was the most toughest thing I had a problem dealing with because it doesn't show up. But the reason I had the mental pain is because my projection of right and wrong was different from the other person's projection. So my teacher immediately said, instead of trying to project, why don't you develop everyday morning amnesia so you forget your past? You don't work on the outcome and don't judge another person, but try to do what you can the best in that given situation. So that really helped me to go further. So instead of focusing the outcome that I would like, I took the view I would rather learn from what was given to me. And somehow the Bitcoin opened up for me and I started trading and I every day roughly make between 50 to $100 if I choose to. Sometimes I don't take the profit, but I have a very successful trading outcome. But I had to invest $2,500 and I went to school with Palm Beach Confidential Tika Tiwari. For 3 years I paid him 2,500 every year. And this is the first year I am ahead. So like I think it's like going to school for 3 years and then you start trading on your own. So I invested the third year this year in my own business $2,500. That was my startup cost, but I am making everyday money, and so I have gone to the next level. So I think there is really nothing we need to do better except to be happy with me and my family and my surroundings. And I started growing my own vegetable. My favorite is butter spinach. So I'm able to cook my own vegetables and rice is the only thing I buy and I am a dollaritarian, so whatever they sell for $1, I eat. And this place I registered as Royal Monastery, and we created a tree temple. It's called Jungle Temple. It's based on Cambodian jungle temple, and the royalty sent their kids to live a simple lifestyle. So they understood how to behave very in an excellent manner. So I'm learning it from my teacher as well. But then, so this is the space I wanted to bring you guys, and you can download the Panchapakshi Shastra, which is Science of Five Birds, as an app, and you'll be able to each one will be assigned a bird, and so you'll be able to take the bird for a walk, the feeding time. So like it kind of gives you some suggestion how, because these birds are our soul birds, our spirit. So you can like reset those hungers deep inside us. So this is one part. The other part I'm following is a kid who looks just like my son. Sushant Singh Rajput in India was murdered, and I'm following, and I really, my heart like weeps for their family. The tremendous support. But the reason I got involved was a paranormal. His name is Steve Huff. I was watching his video how he tuned into the frequency of the other side. I was working with bioacoustics, so I kind of like as a clairvoyant can connect with the other side, and that's how I got involved when I was watching Steve Huff, and he was able to tune in and bring Shushan Singh Rajput spirit, and his own death. He is like being a detective, and the latest one he revealed to I forgot to whom he revealed. He said there was a girl who was going to die in Delhi, and he doesn't know how it's going to happen. But then my teacher, he said he will bring us to the next level. So I wanted to channel his energy through me. And what I understood was there are supposed to be in India seven pearly gates you need to cross over to go to the light. And Shishant, I saw him cross over to the third gate and then stop. And I was supposed to, like, keep a tab on his soul and bring, like, I'm working in another level. And I saw him stop and become a dog and play with another dog. I didn't understand. And that's when I realized he had a black lab. I would assume somebody killed it because Sushant makes a deliberate stop at the third level, and he himself became a dog, and they were playing with each other. And I was shown as a toy black lab, and that's how I could understand it. But also, I think it's not the only way he stops. He actually revealed he had a bigger wings, so he can multitask now. So like there are 43 different planes. So I think he is choosing to stay back because I think he's waiting for this girl, whoever is going to be killed, or rather, like I don't know how she's going to be killed, and he wants to help her to the next level. He's compassionate enough to wait, and there is no vengeance or anything on his part. But I think he's involved in a major cleanup in India because there's so much corrupt politicians who he wants to, because they rape and murder the girls, get them pregnant, and throw them off like 14th floor. There was a girl who was killed before the Divya Bharati was safely thrown off the buildings, tall raised buildings, and they claim afterwards it's a suicide. So for four murders, they claim, but I'm sure they must have done it like multiple times for them to be exploited. So Sushant is trying to rectify that, and he's involved with a bigger cleanup. So I think that's why I was asking him, do you want me to help you? He says probably, but he's not yet ready, he was saying. So I'm working at his soul in another level. And the purpose why I'm bringing his video up is afterwards I got involved with, I think Patrick, uh, I forgot his Bennett, his last name. He has a YouTube channel called Valuetainment. There, I came across a author who's done economic hitman. Okay, it's amazing. It's all falling into place. If you want, you can search for Valuetainment and economic hitman. What that guy revealed is America, to prevent war with another country, goes to another country and creates an artificial narrative by getting involved like an underworld force to create more chaos in their economy, and in return they get favors, like meaning they will be fed girls, addictions and manipulation. In turn, Americans will supply monetary resources um, to further their cause. Meaning, if they would rather have internal uh, conflicts, so they would be in control. And I feel that is what is going on. And I actually am sure this is going to come out in this investigation. They're going to rewrite history in India. So I'm watching it, but it just kills me because I feel so sad for a kid who looks exactly like my child. And I just wanted to do it as a tribute to Sushant Singh Rajput because they're looking for justice for him. And thank God for Subramania Swami. Thank God, because Subramania Swami also was in America in Harvard. Like I had some Harvard connection, and he had similar experience. His teacher encountered him because of Harvard connection, and I got same way involved with my teacher because of Harvard. And my teacher always checks in on my welfare. Same way Subramania Swami's teacher checked in on his welfare. And it's because of Subramania Swami I got involved with Sushant Singh Rajput. And Subramania Swami is my hero. Seriously, like I love whatever he gets involved. I kind of like track and follow on this, like Ram Janma movie when he got involved and released Ram's home to his own lineage. I really was so grateful for that. And here, in turn, I put together this royal monastery for Sita because Ram's mate is Sita and she was banished to a forest. But then Ram revealed, that's why I called it royal monastery, because when you work with higher beings, they reveal why it was done. So Sita was not banished to forest, I realized. Actually, Sita was living in royal monastery of Ram, and that's why I decided to pursue this. And in India, there is Raja Vihara, means royal monastery, and my teacher is a royalty. He started shrikailasa.org, and my website, which I registered to point to him, is beblissful.us. Today, officially registered in Tonapoliston, Rajavihara, because there is a very famous song which was sung for this Baba, like meaning like this space, the clearing that was done for this monastery. And I'm going to sing and then I'll wrap up, okay? The Indian version you can see Ranga is the space in India and Rangapuram is the location. But I decided because I'm working for my teacher, it should be Sri Kailaya. Sri Kaila is a space, not a place. And that the instead of using Rangapuram, I called it Sri Kaila Rajavihara. And that's the way I registered my business. And the same thing in India is sung Rangapura Vihara, and I'm going to sing to honor this space which I created today, and I have tremendous blessing from the higher beings. And it's a very significant day today called Ekadashi, which is 11th day after lunar cycle. And I think the divine beings are so pleased. They have sent me already, like even when I was speaking, like I could feel that energy, the clearing. So everybody's waiting for me to sing. So I'm gonna sing that. श्रीकैल राजविहार जय कोदण्ड रामावतार Raghuvira Shriranga Pura Vihara Shri Kaila Rajavihara Jaya Kodanda Ramavadara Raghuvira Shri Kaila Rajavihara Shankatarana Mukunda Venkataramana Govinda Shankatarana Mukunda Venkataramana Govinda. I have no idea what are the other words, but I'm gonna wrap up again to Shri Kaila Rajavihara. I'm going to finish. This is the mudra. It is a turtle mudra, okay? So you do it like this. And on top, you bring the knowledge out to the world. So I'm submitting this mudra with this song to His Holiness Sri Nityananda Paramashivam. And thank you for making me to hold the space for His Holiness Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, so I can bring my favorite. I call him my boyfriend, Parama, Parabrahmam, Sri Vishnu himself. So, Vara Deva Raja Vihara. I love you so much. Thank you.